I'm at the Septa station in Bristol, Pennsylvania, and it's about 5:30, Monday, August 26th, and I decided to just stand here for about an hour and try to capture every train that comes by. This is the Northeast Corridor, so there's a pretty good volume of trains. And it occurred to me while I'm standing here trackside that the last time I stood at these tracks for any amount of time and watched trains go by was about 50 years ago. So 1974, 1975, almost 50 years. So this 4-track main line, what was at one time Pennsylvania Railroad, was originally located about maybe 1/4, a little bit more than that, miles south of here. And at that time it went through the town of Bristol at grade, crossing streets. And then what they did is they made this high line here and bypassed all those streets, and this was completed in 1911. And I've seen old photos of this where when they constructed it to make the elevation, they actually erected wooden trestles and then brought in trains, work trains with gondola cars, and dumped earth and maybe stone down and gradually filled it up to the level of the track. So really fascinating way of constructing it. Bristol is a town with a lot of history, and that clock tower was the Grundy, I believe it was called Grundy Woolen Mills. And at the base of the building through the trees is the Delaware Division Pennsylvania Canal. And that went from Easton, Pennsylvania, right here to Bristol, where it emptied right into the Delaware. All 4 tracks here in the Northeast Corridor are continuous welded rail and concrete ties. And I see down on the embankment here, there's some old rail joiners and even at least one spike that I can see. And no, I'm not going to borrow them for use in the train room. I don't know how interesting a wall hanging that would be. So this is the last train for my hour of train watching. It's actually just over an hour, but because of a camera malfunction, I missed 2 trains that passed while I was here. So I just stayed over and I got the next 2 trains. But basically that's the amount of trains here on the Northeast Corridor in 1 hour. So I have to say that was a very satisfying hour of watching trains. First time I've done that in, again, maybe 49 or 50 years. So thanks for watching another episode of John's O Gauge and HO Trains.